Here we fucking go.
Melanie Griffith and Antonio Banderas have finalized their divorce settlement after 18 years of marriage. And it's been reported that Melanie will get $65,000 a month in spousal support.
That's a lot of money.
Even if she only got that for 6 months, that literally should be more than enough for her to transition on to the rest of her life. This argument that they're about to make about the level of lifestyle, that's irrelevant when you are no longer together. Stop it. It's not.
That's a lot of money, honey. Now, Lonnie, how do you feel about spousal support? It's very different from child support.
Very different.
Yes.
Because it's based on the person's income. And, $65,000, yeah, that's a lot.
That's not different. It's still based on the person's income, along with the receiver's unwillingness to get a job themselves. So it's really, really the same thing. Spousal support is child support for the person, for the adult receiving it.
Money, but Puss in Boots made a lot of money, all right? Shrek made a lot of money. Right. They was together for 18 years. She's used to living a certain type of lifestyle.
Okay.
So while all of y'all sitting up here hating on Melanie, she had to put up with him for 18 years. She deserved that money, honey.
Yeah.
How does she deserve it when they're no longer together? Because she put up with him. He didn't put up with her? Why is it always assumed that she put up with him? Like, she didn't have her quirks, her bad habits. And even if she was perfect and he had bad habits, how does that entitle her to payment afterwards? So basically, anybody should find somebody who makes more money than them, be a perfect angel, and then when it's all said and done, right before they're completely old and out of it, say, I want a divorce and I put up with you, so you have to pay me. How logical is that? It makes no sense, and she's only supporting this because she's a woman and the woman's getting a paycheck. If it was the other way around, she wouldn't be supporting it. She would say, oh, he's a man, he should go do it himself. She's an adult, she should go do it herself. And if you want to live the lifestyle that you live while you were with me, then why don't you stay with me? You can't have both. You can't make me responsible for you, yet you have no responsibility to me. What about the lifestyle he was used to living? Can he say, I was used to having dishes done, I was used to having this amount of sex, this type of sex, I was used to having somebody there for me when I, got drunk and fell over, because that's what she put up with, right? So should she be still there putting up with him? Why is it solely one-sided and it's only about the finances?
No,
this is so true.
You can't go, you know what I mean? And she gave up, I believe, because I'm a Melanie Griffith fan. I believe she gave up a lot of roles because she was his wife. So he did a lot of the work and she had to, raise their kids, stuff.
Okay. She made a decision. That's what people do. That's what human beings do. You giving up something does not entitle you to something else after it goes wrong, if it even goes wrong. We don't even know the stipulations of their divorce. We don't know if he cheated, she cheated, or what. So you're just assuming that he did her wrong. He's getting rid of her, so she deserves a check. It basically sounds like that's what you're saying.
Like that. So I think it's fair. I mean, I just think it's fair.
Okay.
I think it's fair because I think it's fair. My prior reasoning was she was a mom, so she should continue to get paid. What sense does it make? None. I feel like she shouldn't get a check because I feel like she shouldn't get a check. Do they offset and she don't get a check?
Disagree. I disagree.
I'm trying to understand it a little bit more.
So I completely agree with child support. Obviously, I think people should absolutely take care of their children. Of course. You should not even be applauded for that. You should just do it because it's your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Child support doesn't mean I take care of my children. It really could mean that I don't want to be your actual father and I'd rather just write a check. Does that do the kid any justice? But you're going to say so because it's a check. And it's a way to look at me falsely taking care of my child.
But I do have a slight issue with spousal support, and I'm going to say why.
Okay.
I feel like as women, we should always have a backup plan.
Right.
I think we should always be able to support ourselves, and I think that should motivate us and encourage us that even if you're with a man that tells you don't do this, or you can stay home and take care of the kids, I'm all for that. But you should always have.
That was her backup plan. If she get a divorce, they had a prenup.
And that should not
she
be the
was gonna
backup
get
plan.
spousal support.
That
That's
should
her
not
plan.
be the backup plan.
And she got
You
a
should
house
never
and a
rely.
Picasso.
You should never rely on someone else to maintain your lifestyle.
Okay.
Granted, if they had a document saying that he would pay her this, then yeah, the contract, you got to honor the contract. It's a stupid contract. Don't know why he would sign it, but it's the contract.
However,
No.
I'm right there with you,
Yes.
Adrian.
Okay.
I'm right there with you. However, there are spousal support makes sense to me when there are mothers who are stay-at-home moms who dedicate their entire lives to taking care of the kids, to taking care of the man. Because sometimes the man is the kid as well.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes. I agree with that. And in that case, I say instead of paying a nanny, you should absolutely compensate me for taking care of your children. Because I had a friend that this happened.
You were with a house, with utilities, with food, with all the other shit y'all did. It's called being compensated. Is he going to be compensating for providing for you and the kids after that? With the same thing that you were doing? Because while you were taking care of the kids, he was making the money for the family to function. That's what he was doing. So should he get compensated for that? With whatever it is you were doing? How can you only look at what you were doing as something that should be compensated for?
Okay. If she got a job, there would be nobody home to take care of the kids. So that was just going to cost another price. And instead, she had it written into her spousal support that pretty much pay me what it would have cost them and then some. Oh, wow.
How the hell do you draw that up in a contract? Pay me for taking care of my children. How is this legal? How can you sit there in front of a judge and say, Judge, I took care of the kids, he should pay me? They're your fucking kids.
Okay. For what it would have cost for a nanny, because it doesn't make sense. If somebody has to be home with those kids, it might as well be their mother instead of somebody, if you don't want to go to work.
Here's one thing I think we're just
That's a compromise.
not adding up.
No, it's not a compromise. How do y'all...
Oh, and I can say this as a married woman. We as women need to make sure we put a price to the amount of time, the amount of energy, and the amount of work it takes to stroke a man's ego.
I don't think so.
And to keep him happy.
I'm just being real. I don't think
Absolutely.
so.
And why wouldn't I just get a prostitute? Like, seriously, why wouldn't I just get a prostitute if you're going to bill me when you want to leave or when I want to leave? Why don't I just get a prostitute? It literally makes no sense to get married, have children, then pay you when one of us wants to leave. It's incredibly stupid. And we're only talking about this with rich guys, if you haven't noticed. If a woman marries me, what price is she going to put on it then? Is she going to say, I want $500 for forever because that's the price? How come the price isn't consistent from guy to guy? Because the money he made isn't consistent? What the hell does she have to do with Shrek and Puss in Boots?
I have been there through my marriage. That was from a man. Yo, high five from a brother who gets it.
No, this is my issue. Why would you completely let go of your whole life and your whole dream and not have an idea of, God forbid, this doesn't...
Because you had kids and it's no longer about you. Why do we think we can have kids and life is still about us? You got to choose, people. You're an adult. You want to have kids or you want to continue to be one. You want to have kids or you want to chase your dreams. You actually have to choose sometimes. This idea of you can have it all is completely false and it's fucked up a lot of people's mindset. You're choosing to be a mom and a wife. Your whole I'm going to go do this is kind of out the window. And the only reason he can continue his dream because his dream literally is providing for the family. I mean, if you want him to stay home and you go do it, then do that. It's really simple math. Like, you don't Don't go through this process and then bill me because I quit my dream, so you owe me money. Fuck no, I don't.
Sometimes you guys have that
women, what if
convenience.
one day this doesn't work out?
This is why I thank God for this show that you were actually telling them to do this.
Yeah.
Because some women just don't. To them, being a mom is all they want to be. Being a housewife is all they want to be.
Which is
However,
awesome.
which is
And
awesome.
nothing's wrong with that.
And nothing's wrong with that.
It's a lot of-
However,
And you should be compensated for that in that case. Absolutely.
However, I do.
Why? If that's what you want to be, why do you get compensated? Why do you get compensated?
Love with what you're saying,
Yes.
because my mom always said, make sure to marry, you do take care of yourself, because you don't want to be stuck in a marriage
We all
just
agree on that.
because
Sure.
he is taking care of you. You
Yes.
never want to be
Yes.
in that position, so that when it's time to leave, you can just...
Think about that. All you're doing is flipping the scenario to where now men have to stay in marriages so they don't end up paying this crap. That's what you're not eliminating this problem. You're just transferring it from women to men. And how is that right or fair? If it was unfair for you, isn't it unfair for him?
Get up, bounce, I'm gone, I got my own money.
Even if during those 18 years you put aside money, you should always be able to take care of yourself.
Look, if I marry Steven Spielberg
No.
Okay.
and we get divorced, I'm not going back to my old life. I'd have been with Steven Spielberg. He know he gonna have to take care of me.
You use Steven Spielberg connections to make you young.
I know she's a comedian, but a lot of women take that serious, which is why her point really annoys me. No, you don't get to simply continue to live my life that I'm able to live if you don't want to be a part of it. You can't force me. You can't force yourself to be my responsibility when I have nothing, no rights, no anything over you. You can't play one total side and just eliminate whatever my benefit is. It's not happening.
But not only that, when you get into a marriage, you don't plan on divorcing.
You know, Ray Caruth recently got out of jail for he killed his ex-baby mama because allegedly she tried to put him on child support and ruin his life. I kind of don't see a problem with that now. I really don't.